Hmpk is one of the most favorite types Betta in the world. There are many types color of Hmpk, such as dark color, copper marble, light color, and others. Actually, Hmpk are plakat bettas that has been transformed because of selective breeding. In the past, the plakat betta has a very small caudal, but nowadays the plakat betta comes in a different style. If we look at the origin of the term of plakat betta, originally from Thailand, which literally means beating fish. In the past, plakat betta were mostly bred for fighting fish. These betta have small caudal fin, agile, and good at fighting. Generally, the plakat betta can be divided into two types, namely the traditional plakat betta as the IBC side and the Hmpk. Traditional plakat betta are betta with a rounded caudal fin, such as Smaragdina and embellished. Caudal fin spread more than 165 degrees, but less than 180 degrees. However, there are also betta besides white bettas that have rounded caudal fin. This is an example of a traditional plakat betta, and this is red copper plakat, and this is a light color like mascot. While this is the Hmpk betta, the caudal fin spread is at least 180 degrees, and the form of the anal is like trapezoid. The caudal on the Hmpk betta are something that beautiful and very special. Even though Hmpk has become a common term among betta fish lovers, but you need to know that in the competition of Indonesian betta standard, there's no Hmpk class, which is only plakat class. Hmpk is not a formal term in the SNI criteria. If we look at the brochure of Indonesia betta competition, there's no term of Hmpk and just written plakat. Sometimes, some of betta fish lovers from abroad are confused why the Indonesia plakat betta has a big caudal size. The big caudal on the plakat betta is not only without purpose or just beauty. In a competition, if the caudal of plakat betta is too small, then the betta can be judged have a long body proportion. Long body proportion is a fault in the betta Indonesia criteria. Therefore, plakat breeder in Indonesia tend to breed big caudal plakat betta. And not only big caudal, but also it must look the overall proportion of plakat betta anatomy. More simply, we can see this fish. And talking about betta fans, in Indonesia there are several favorite betta types, namely half moon, Caudal, and big caudal plakat, which is one of the most popular betta fish. For now, Indonesia is a country that produces the most of the big caudal plakat. The price of this fish is relatively stable. The price is not expensive but not cheap. The price range is between $5 to $150. The price is depend on the quality of the form and mentality of betta. The big caudal plakat or Hmpk betta is a unique fish, regardless of what people think. For me personally, big caudal and big anal fin size of Hmpk are something that beautiful and very special. In the future, I really hope that several countries, especially in Southeast Asia and several countries in Europe, can participate in the breeding the beauty of Hmpk bigtail. In my opinion, the betta hobby's interest on big caudal is not only from Indonesia, but also in Philippines, Malaysia, Singapore, and several countries in Asia and Europe. By the way, I want to show you a comparison between the common plakat and the big caudal plakat. If you look at this fish, you can see clearly the difference, especially in the size of caudal. Based on plakat betta, usually the caudal length of the betta plakat champion in Indonesia is about 35% to 40% of body length, especially if the plakat competition in dark free color class. The proportion of caudal and anal side are important. Hmpk is a modern style of plakat. These types are usually docile, can be invited to play, but not a few Hmpk Betta that are difficult to play with. And about feet, moina is the most important thing for this fish, especially when these fish are very young. Moina is the easiest feed to get and we can culture it at home. And about water, the water that I use for the big caudal plakat is filter water. This is the filter water that I use. I use a double filter. One is a cotton box and the second is a pot filled with silica sand, cotton and ginger coral. What I know about ginger coral is it can raise water pH. Ginger coral is come from the sea and contain a lot of lime, and this lime makes the water pH rise. Not only for betta fish, coral ginger is usually also used in koi fish filter. Water is important for betta fish. Without good water, betta fish cannot grow properly, and the fin of betta will be damaged. Poor water quality will cause betta attacked by white spot disease. Therefore, make sure the water quality is always good. There are some Hmpk Betta that I like. For example, like dark dragon, light dragon, cooper, and red cooper. And how about you, brother? Do you like Hmpk Betta? Okay, Betta lovers, like always, if you have different opinion or maybe you have a question about Betta, you can write in column comment. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video and see you at the next video.